Hey there, Heroes Dive students. So over the course of the last 3 days, I've been working in this apiary and see all these hives here. We have gone from 20 hives to 61 just off of splits. And so 2 days ago was our last day of doing splits. So I'm back here today releasing queens. Most of the time with these caged queens, you don't actually get a lot of success with them actually releasing the queen with the candy plug. I generally find about 50% of the time it works out. So I'm out here with these new colonies releasing queens today, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. Alright, so this hive was split 2 days ago, and it has a caged queen in here. And so what we need to do is we need to come back after a couple days putting a caged queen in to make sure that she was actually released. From my experience, about, I say 50% of the time, the queen does not get released in these cages. And so oftentimes I will get phone calls from newer beekeepers really upset that, they have a new hive, they were looking to do they did a split, they put a queen in, and then the queen died in the cage. And the reason for that is because they didn't get back and release her. And it's a pretty common problem. So let's get in here and see if they've actually released the queen. My guess is no. I've already gone through several hives, and none of them have been released yet. Alright, so there's our split. And let's see where our queen cage is. Generally, I like to put them right in the center, so there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and take out one frame. Make sure you all can see this real well. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to bring in a little bit closer. Now I'm going to clear this cage off, these bees off, by blowing a little bit of air on them. Because one, I want to make sure that the queen's alive, and two, I need to get some clear area so that I can pull this staple out that's on the back of this to release this queen. So the way that I'm going to do this, I take my pocket knife, I'm going to wedge it underneath that back staple, and I'll pull that staple up. And as soon as that cage opens up, I'm going to flip that over right on top of the frames. Now the reason I'm doing this is because if you just open that cage up, there is a possibility that that queen will fly away. And if she does fly away, she will not find her way back. So by flipping this over immediately, you're giving her an opportunity to walk out rather than any opportunity to fly out. I'm going to then come back and check this cage to make sure that she's out of here. And so I go through these little bees that are all in here, and sure enough, she's gotten out of the cage. I check the back to make sure she's just not walking on any sides of the cage. And once I verify she's gone, I'm going to go ahead and tap those bees out and then put our hive back together. So I'm going to go ahead and come back and push those frames back together so that we've got good bee space. And now from this point on, I'll wait a couple weeks and come back to make sure that we're queen right and that she's laying and been accepted. And that's it.